Welcome back, demigods, monsters, and gods alike, to the Olympus Report. We just got another exclusive look at Percy Jackson. A new book edition of Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief is releasing today, a tie-in edition with the TV series. What does that mean? Well, the book is going to feature 8 exclusive photos from the show. So let's take a look at them. Up first, we have my personal favorite. This photo is described as Percy tries out his weapon forging skills under Luke's supervision. In the beginning of The Lightning Thief, before Percy is claimed, he tries his hand at a bunch of different skills, none of which are really a good fit for him. The book kind of brushes over these really quickly, Percy just saying that forging and archery really aren't where his talents lie. But I think in the TV show, we're going to get to see these scenes in a bit more detail. And I am absolutely thrilled because we have never seen Percy in welding goggles before. Honestly, he's kind of channeling a little bit of Leo right here. I love Luke's watchful eye and Percy's concentration. He's really trying his best. But why this photo really excites me and what it tells us is we're going to get to see a lot more of Camp Half-Blood. We've never seen the Forges before, so this is really exciting. Percy gets some final advice from his teacher, Mr. Brunner. In this picture, Percy looks to be all packed up and ready to head home from Yancey Academy. And it seems Mr. Brunner is ready to offer some helpful advice. Now, this specific scene is not in the book. Mr. Brunner never confronts Percy as he's waiting for what looks like a bus. However, Percy and Mr. Brunner did have a conversation after Percy took his test. So maybe this is a slight adaptation on that scene, where Mr. Brunner would tell Percy that great things are going to come to him. And while Yancey may not be the perfect fit, he'll find someplace that is. I really love how this show is giving us more interactions with characters that weren't in the books. The owner of Auntie M's Garden Gnome Emporium. We get a really good look at Medusa here. We've seen her briefly in the trailers, but here we can really see her costume design. And while not as described in the book, I think this elegant outfit is even cooler because it really plays on the twist of what's underneath. Something beautiful is hiding something ugly. In the background, we can see some statues, and I absolutely love the attention to detail. Percy and his best friend Grover Underwood await a decision about Percy's future at Yancey Academy. Like the picture with Percy and Mr. Brunner, I really love how we're getting more scenes at Yancey Academy. I think this is a meeting that would possibly take place after they return from the museum. I absolutely love the look of concern on Grover's face. Just from his body language, you can really tell that Grover cares about Percy. And the set design for every scene of this show is absolutely fantastic. So much detail is crammed into every frame. I really love the look of Yancey. Percy meets camp counselor Luke Castellan. We get a really good look at Luke here. His camp necklace, his scar, the smirk, everything about it is absolutely perfect. We can assume that they're probably in the Hermes cabin here. Luke almost has a caring look on his face, and Charlie plays this so well because we know what Luke's really thinking here. He doesn't care about anyone at camp, and it will be all the more heartbreaking when Luke's betrayal is revealed to Percy. Percy meets fellow camper Annabeth Chase. Now, this is a picture we've seen of Annabeth before, but this is a wider shot, so we get some more detail. Now, the description for this picture is a little confusing because it looks like they're in the bathroom and it looks flooded. So my guess would be that this takes place after Percy flushes out Clarice. But Percy had already met Annabeth before that. I wouldn't take these titles too literally, as they are just trying to sum up the picture in the quickest way possible. But hey, maybe Percy meets Annabeth after the fact. Percy meets Clarice, demigod daughter of Ares, god of war. So this picture proves that I wouldn't take the titles too literally. because we have seen this scene before in the New York Comic Con teaser, and this is when Clarice confronts Percy during Capture the Flag. In this scene, we could tell that Clarice had already met Percy and had it out for him. So this is clearly not the first time they met. So I think these captions are just summing up to the best of their ability. I absolutely love this picture of Clarice. She looks fierce. Our trio sets off on their quest. Percy, Annabeth, and Grover are in their quest clothes, so we can infer that this is definitely during their quest. Now Percy is holding a box. I had guessed before that this is maybe the box they put Medusa's head in, so maybe this takes place after Auntie Gnome's Emporium while they're wandering the woods of New Jersey. I really like how Grover's taking charge in this photo. Like when they're in nature, Grover's like, step aside, I got this. How awesome were those photos? But if those weren't enough to quench your Percy Jackson thirst, we got another official poster. Let's take a look. I feel like the only word to describe this poster is epic. I think this may be my favorite one yet. I love how Percy is front and center and how Annabeth and Grover fill out the rest of the poster. The way the poster is laid out is almost like a spiral. Your eyes are immediately drawn to Percy's face, and then you follow the lines of the poster in a circle. Your eyes are drawn down Percy's arm, up Riptide, then to Annabeth, and then to Grover. Each element complements the next. These posters are so sharp and so clean. But for me, my favorite part about this poster is definitely Riptide. This is the best, closest look we've gotten at the sword thus far. And the reflection of the chimera within the blade, chilling. The orange glow which bounces off Riptide onto Percy's face. Like I said before, each element just complements the next. To me, this poster is one cohesive unit. Everything works. And it does its job well of getting you hyped for the series. We're getting closer and closer, Half-Bloods. Are you as excited as I am? Let me know what you're most excited for down in the comments below. But for right now, that's all I have for you, Half-Bloods. So thank you for tuning in. But until next time, I'm signing off. So please always remember to stay safe.